Hello, good afternoon. A very happy 4th of July, Independence Day to you all. Sorry if I sound a little bit croaky today. We've got a little bit of a sore throat. I'm just going to check everything. 4th of July. There we are. Yeah. So as you can see, we got something to carve in the vise here, and a little bit of a difference to what we normally do, because of course recently we've been doing quite a lot when it comes to the live streaming. But I thought it would be nice for a little bit of a change to share some wood carving, because of course the main thing that we do here is wood carving, in particular Lovespoon carving. We just haven't demonstrated it for quite a little while. So I'm going to start off by demonstrating one of our most popular carvings that we do, and that's the dragon, the full Welsh dragon that you'll see on our flag here in Wales. And yeah, for anyone interested in wood carving, for anyone interested in learning wood carving, you start off the process by doing a series of stop cuts. So what we mean by stop cuts, that's where you cut down into the wood, and you will use this cut then afterwards to do a secondary cut into that stop cut. So you can see we just start off by marking out some of the different parts to it. Now, if we share some of the methods that we use when it comes to carving, you'll notice that we include the paper design into what we do. So we draw the design out on paper. Talking about that, well done, Nico. Nico's just showing me a drawing here that he's just doing. So yeah, he's doing very well there. That you've done. Well done. Here we are. We just share Nico's drawing with everybody. Lovely and colourful. I like your seagulls as well. All very nice.
It's a little island with a tree.
Fantastic.
The golden hour. You can see all the waters all change colour a bit.
Fantastic. You got all the sunset colours. Brilliant. Well done, Nico. Have you shown Mummy? Go and share it with Mummy as well. She'll think that's fantastic. Well done, mister. Keep going. Keep up the great work there. Yeah, so we just use a series of stop cuts. Just using the mallet for a little bit of extra pressure. And we can just get a basic... We use it then to sort of as a guideline. But then from here, we start to get our depth. Now we can transfer that drawing, as we said, directly onto the wood itself. So we would prepare the wood, design everything out on paper first of all, and then we transfer that drawing. We use glue, like a simple PVA glue solution, and we stick the design onto the wood itself. So the wood that we're carving is a piece of oak, and we just start to work. We just start in now to get the different levels of what we're actually doing. So we're carving down into the wood. You're right there, Nico?
Yeah.
There we are. Nico's keeping an eye on what I'm doing here as well. So any thoughts, Nico? What wood do you think this is?
I would say it's a heart and a Welsh dragon with a Celtic symbol.
It is.
And some flowers.
That's
there.
right. We got a rose, haven't we? We got a daffodil as well.
Yeah.
Oh, the carver's joined us. Here we go. A happy 4th of July to you. A happy Independence Day. Hope you're enjoying. Hope you're enjoying with your family and as well. So yeah, we thought we'd do some carving for everyone to see. But Nico, I'll ask you again, any thoughts? What do you think the wood is? So what trees do you know? Give me a few names of trees that you know. You got it in one. First go. Oak. So this one we're carving is a piece of oak. Probably the wood that we carve the most. But what other woods do we carve, Nico?
Do you carve birch?
Sometimes. Silver birch would be one that we carve.
Yes.
And what other ones do you know? Can you name a wood that doesn't grow here? So we get birches and we get oak.
I don't think you use this type of wood, but it has quite a sometimes it can have green inside. Jungle wood.
Jungle wood?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a new one for me, Nico.
You know
what's the one that begins with a M? Mahogany. Do you remember me telling you about mahogany? There we are. Yeah.
Daddy, when you mentioned the made me
think of mahogany, did it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's a few others. What can you sometimes put on something like a pancake, Nico? What type of syrup comes from a tree?
In Canada.
A Canadian one, you're right.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Maple tree.
Maple, yeah, that's another timber that we've been working in recently. But basically, when it comes to the carving, you can use all sorts of different types of wood to carve it from. Olive woods. Tell him olive woods. There we go. There's another one. Oh, hello, Ken. Thanks for joining us. Hope this will be interesting. Hopefully, any questions as well, any thoughts, let us know. And
wood is another one.
yeah, where do we see olive wood, Nico? Careful.
In Spain.
In Spain, you're right.
Because they come from the olive trees.
We get olive trees in Spain, don't we? So, if
Yeah,
you're wondering what I'm
because
just
it's really
doing,
old.
we're just trying to plug the, I forgot to plug the computer in, so we've just plugged it in, like so. Right, so hopefully that hasn't affected our live stream, so hopefully all going well. Be very careful with this here, okay, Nico? There we are. Right, so what we're doing...
Looking at all the comments right now.
Yeah, that's right.
There's most of the comments are...
Who's been putting...
Most of them are from the caver.
The carver. Yeah, you know who the carver is, don't you? That's our friend out in the US. And then we got Ken has joined us as well. So great to have everyone with us. So you can see what we're trying to do here. We're just building things up.
Has sent another comment.
Another comment.
It says all
Is well. Fantastic. Glad to hear. So what we're starting to do now, we're just starting to drop down our levels. And we want to, as well, what I'm noticing is when I'm carving there, that'll probably carve more cleanly going that way. So that's something you're always, whilst, you know, if you're carving textbook, you should really be carving the other way. That particular piece there is carving more cleanly in the opposite direction. And that's what it's all about, is getting the sort of the best finish, the most clean finish that you possibly can. So we continue now, carving, getting that level, dropping those levels down,
So, Daddy,
getting the different levels to the carving itself.
Daddy, what did you name this video?
This video, if you look, see, it's called Wood Carving Live, because we're doing a live demonstration of how we carve.
You've made many. What have you named? Tell me the names of some other live streams that you've carved.
Well, we've done lots of scroll sawing live as well. We've done Lovespoon carving live, and this is Lovespoon carving live. So we've done lots of different ones. And this one here, we're doing Lovespoons, but we're doing wood carving. See?
So, streaming.
Right, so as we continue, we're just going to carry on shaping so we can shape the bottom part of the wing. And what we're noticing already is that this particular piece of wood is carving better in that direction than it is carving in the opposite direction. So when it comes to our finishing, we're going to have to get the best out of it, we're going to have to take that into account. So we're just working through that. And over the years, because we've carved so many of things like the dragon, each and every time, you're always learning something new. You're always, you know, developing what you do. And what we've been able to do is to develop our methods so we can actually carve them faster and faster. And what you'll find as well, today now, for instance, I don't need the detail drawn on as I used to. Excuse me. It doesn't...
By the looks of it, there are 2 people watching.
Ken has said, no, we've got a few people watching. Can you see? There's 8 on there. Can you see? Ken just said hello to you. You can say...
hello, Ken.
There you go. Hello, Ken. And, yeah, so we're just dropping those levels. You can still feel, for me, it's going to carve better in this direction than it currently is carving this way. And what we're going to do now, we're also going to drop down the levels for the feet.
Daddy, there's no need to comment back while on the video because you can just talk to them because you could just...
Well, that's right. If it's on a live stream, we can actually speak to people, can't we? Yeah. So as people make a comment, you can speak back to everyone. You're right, Nico.
Instead of like typing the...
Absolutely. So, have a little check, Nico. What do you think? Is it coming along? We get in there with our carving?
Yeah.
Are we making some progress?
Yeah.
Good, good. So, we're just dropping those levels down. Now this, when it comes to carving the dragon, this is the most delicate bit, is those claws. Excuse me, I'll have a quick drink. So, we're dropping those claws down. Now, where they're connected... And anybody who's interested in the wood carving and the Lovespoon carving in particular, the ones we're not worried about when we carve are the ones that are attached. So those ones, we know when we carve them, because they're attached, they're protected by the surround.
Daddy, you might cough a lot because there's a lot of dust.
There is a lot of dust about, you're right,
so
Nico.
So you might cough quite a lot in.
That's right, absolutely, Nico. So you can see, Nico, what we're doing, those ones there, we know that they're not going to break away easily because they're connected to the solid. But these ones here, when we carve these, we try and go very, very carefully and very gradually because there's nothing to protect them and stop them from breaking off. Yeah, Nico?
Daddy, I've watched this video called I'll Delete This in 3 days and it's been last and I watched it. For 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, and 4 days, and 5 days. So they must have lied, or maybe they just...
It sounds like they didn't tell the truth, did they?
Yeah. Because I watched it for 4 days.
Well, there we are. They didn't tell the truth if it's on there for 4 days and they said they'll delete it in 3. So, we continue now just to drop the levels. And that's what we're trying to do, is to decide which parts of the carving we're going to bring out and which we're going to push back. Again, for the tail, is pushing that piece back and then bringing the other pieces out. So these early stages of the carving. Yeah, Nico?
Are there any YouTubers watching, I wonder?
Oh, you never know, Nico.
Is
the carver's a YouTuber.
He
does some nice videos. He does some nice demonstrations of how to make different things. Right.
Is his channel called The Carver?
It's called The Carver.
Is that why his account is called The Carver? I remember when his channel was black and white.
Yeah.
You remember?
That's right. He's changed his picture, hasn't he?
Yeah. It's like...
So.
It's kind of like Celts. Like making something out of wood.
So what we're doing now, we're just getting the levels on the other parts.
With the dust because the dust makes it look blue.
Right, so you can just see we're just dropping down the levels of the top wing. And we're going to have to also just shape this just to tidy up the finish that we had on this one here.
Daddy, what part of the video do you think some of the followers are on?
Or I would have thought they'd be just a few seconds behind us live, because that's the nice thing with the live stream, Nico, it's live. So anything goes wrong, everybody sees it. Anything goes right, they'll see that too. And any questions as we're carving, they can ask us. So that's the beauty of it, is that we can share what we're doing and how we do it. The carver is slacker when it comes to making YouTube videos. Do you know what that means, Nico?
Well,
That means he hasn't made any for a little while. But there we are. I'm sure he will be back into it, but we got to have a break and we got to have a holiday too sometimes. So you've got to enjoy the time away from it too.
ooh, a new comment, a new person. It's
A new comment. We got Sawyer Rob. Finally caught a live stream. Yeah, absolutely. And you've caught one that's a wood carving one, a Lovespoon carving one that we haven't done a demonstration of for quite some time. We've got Nico here keeping an eye on what we do and keeping an eye on the comments for us. And what we're just working on is to just drop the levels, get everything down to the level that we want to.
Daddy, the carver has just sent a new comment.
Yeah, he's just saying hello to Sawyer Rob. It's good to see everybody, and we're very grateful that everybody joins us and everybody gets involved with the live stream. Right, so we're just about getting down to those levels there. What I use as well, when it comes to the wood carving I do, I know some leave it off the gouge, depends on the project you're doing as well. I tend to favour a more smooth finish, so I will sand everything after I've carved it. So again, we're just going to drop those levels.
Let's hope it doesn't do much to the video.
That's it.
Daddy, by the looks of it, this is where some people might be at.
There we are. So we're just going to shape. We're just getting all of these levels. And again, when it comes to organising our carving, what I tend to go for, I go for the most complex carving first of all. So the thing that's most likely to go wrong, we get that sorted first. And then we go on from there. So if you've got a carving where there's a few different aspects, if you can try and get the most complicated part of the design done first of all, that's the best thing. Get it out the way first, because if anything's going to go wrong, you haven't wasted time working on it. Hello,
Is
sir.
that sand on this wood from the tree, or is it just some?
Oh, I think that's a bit of oil there, Nico. That's what that is. Right.
It's a bit like sand.
So again, we're going to turn this back around. We've just about got the levels that we want to.
Missing freeze.
Have you missing here? So I've been missing these. I've been busy, sorry. Not. Yeah, glad to hear it. Have been working on any projects or anything, or just generally busy? Yeah, any projects that anyone's working with. I know that I know the carver's on his vacations, as you call it, on your side of the pond. Yeah, any projects that you're working on, it's always great to know about.
Oh, Daddy, after you just mentioned something that's American, Brookhaven pops up in my head because that's a place in the USA.
What's it called, Nico?
Brookhaven.
Brookhaven. There we are. New thing. I've never heard of these things before. But Nico's always teaching me new things.
I found it on YouTube, the real Brookhaven in America.
Yeah?
And it's also, and there's a game based off it called Brookhaven RP.
There we are.
I'll be the game where you're up there's got the parkour obstacles, RP games, games where it's like a city, pretty much like real life.
There we go.
Quite a new update into like ants for the milk. In 2021, they added the milk update.
There we go. Now, Nico, I got a question for you, Nico. How long do you think it used to take me to carve a dragon?
Quite a long time.
Well, I would suggest minimum for carving a dragon, it would have definitely taken me longer than an hour to carve a dragon. It could have even taken me 2 hours to carve. But now, because I've carved so many dragons, how long do you think it takes me?
1 hour?
Well, I reckon to carve a dragon from start to finish. If I started this live stream at about past, I reckon I can carve it, probably going well, in about half an hour. Oh, we've got a few comments here, Nico. I've been skidding out logs and firewood trees. Sounds good. Much needed vacation holiday. The Lovespoon I was working on kept cracking. Oh dear. Rather disappointing. Oh, it happens. Things go wrong. But as you say, a bit of a break and then back to it when you're a bit refreshed. Absolutely. It's always good to have a break from what you're doing. Ourselves, Nico? When are we having a break, Nico? Do you know?
Well, I have a break from school Saturdays.
Oh, we do. We have that. We have the weekends. But when are we? Do you know when you finish school? You finish school in a few weeks, and then where do we go?
Spain.
We go to Spain. That's right. That's where we go for our holidays. So we go off to see Mummy's family.
And Mummy has been.
Your family in Spain.
A bit that one day could we go to Belgium, and Mummy said yes.
One day maybe, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I was thinking on going
Now,
to
Nico,
Belgium.
I got a little problem here. I wonder if you can help. I think Gramps has walked off with the spike. Can you go and ask Gramps what he's done with the spike? There we are. So Nico helping out with the live stream. Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to start adding all the little bits of detail. So the first thing, we'll work on those claws on the dragon. So we're just going to get those bits of detail done like so.
I've just asked Gran.
Ah, thank you, Nico. Because we need that spike, see, Nico, to do the dot for the nose. There we are.
Gramps, do you want to say hello to the fans?
Hello everyone.
There we are. There's Thomas the Woodcarver's just having a little look for what's happened to the spike.
Wait, aren't you also Thomas the Woodcarver?
Well, our surname is Thomas, see? So I tend to be known more as Di Lovespoon, whereas Dad is known more as Thomas the Woodcarver.
Yeah,
But we're-
aren't you
but-
both known as Thomas the Woodcarver?
Well, we use Thomas the Woodcarver, so let's say we reply to an email. I tend to reply and sign it as Thomas the Woodcarver, see?
Yeah, because they might think
Because-
it's Gramps.
Well, that's right. But it's just what we sign it as, so they know that they're always... It's what we call consistency, so they always speak in to the same person.
So do you have a name for when you're calling to Di Lovespoon?
Ah, there we are.
And then
Right,
for
the
Gramps,
spike
it's
just at the
Thomas
nose
the
there.
Woodcarver.
And there's another spike there.
There we are. We've now got 2 spikes. So we just done the spike there for the nose. We just got to drop that one down a little bit further. Nico, what shall I go on to carving? So we're carving the dragon. What do you reckon I should carve next? Shall I do the rose, the daffodil, or the Celtic symbol? What would you like to see?
The Celtic symbol.
Oh, I'm glad you said that, Nico. You know why?
Why?
I like carving the Celtic symbol.
Yeah.
That's one of my favourites. Now that Celtic symbol as well, they tell us it's for unconditional love. Although I have seen it where people use it for strength and things like that. But Celtic symbols, we use them a lot. You were going to do a presentation, weren't you, Nico, on the Celts?
Well, I was, but we didn't get to because we were too busy in work.
Yeah, you were too busy in work.
Some people did get to, but Miss Bowers was too busy giving out work and only a bit.
Yeah. So what did you learn about the Celts? Did you learn anything?
Yes. Well, I've learned everything.
The carver says hello as well.
Hello. Hello.
Well, the Celts, the different symbols, they had different meanings, didn't they, Nico?
Yeah. There's a symbol for the past, the present, the future.
That's right. And Daddy uses a lot of different Celtic symbols, don't we? Because here in Wales, of course, we're a Celtic
Daddy,
nation.
It says dream. Daddy, it says dream.
It says live your dreams on that spoon, doesn't it, Nico?
Daddy, dream like the YouTuber.
And for any of you as well, this is the thing, Nico, for Nico, for anybody who doesn't know about the Lovespoon tradition, that's something that we do with Lovespoons. We put stories and we put messages into them.
Daddy,
Yeah?
do you know why Dream's channel is called Dream?
I have no idea, Nico.
Because his dream was a YouTube channel, was making a YouTube channel, and Daddy, the picture of his YouTube channel was from his dream. His Minecraft character was from his dream.
Wow.
Everything.
So it's all based around his dreams.
Everything in his
So,
YouTube channel.
What story, Nico, if you were going to design your Lovespoon, Nico, what story would you put in it? What message would you put into it, Nico?
Well, live your dream, of course, because...
You think that's a good theme for a Lovespoon?
Yeah.
We should all live our dreams.
Daddy.
But isn't that a great part,
Daddy.
Nico? Isn't that a great part of what we do with the Lovespoon, is where we can take all sorts of stories and messages and ideas. So, to give you an idea, with the Lovespoon that I'm carving here, they've asked for all of these symbols. So all of these symbols are significant to them. So I would suggest with the rose and the daffodil, there's an English-Welsh connection. With the dragon, there's a stronger Welsh connection. You've got the Celts included with that symbol there, but the meaning of true love.
Daddy,
And then...
look, Daddy, this paper's the same as this Lovespoon, look.
Well, look, there we are, we share a method. So to cut that one out, what you do, see, you put that on the wood itself, use a bit of glue, stick it down, and it traces it onto the wood itself. So that's a method we use for cutting out. And there we are. Right, so you can see we're just putting little bits of detail. Hello, sir.
Daddy, it seems fun making that.
Yeah. Oh, it's great fun doing the designing, doing the carving.
Daddy,
There's
look
so
what
many
I
things to
found.
learn. There's some wheels.
Yeah.
You better put them back on wherever they came from.
They were by the computer.
Ah, right. So we're using the gouge and we're just adding all those little bits of detail to the wing. This is where we can really give our character to the carving. So you've got all those stop cuts down into the wood, and then afterwards we just add a little bit of detail.
Daddy, why don't you one day make a video outside?
Yeah, we could do a video outside one day, couldn't we?
Catch you some fresh air while you're making the video.
Yeah, absolutely.
Instead of dusty air.
Instead of dusty indoors, isn't it, Nico?
Yeah, because that's quite bad for your lungs.
It's bad for Daddy's lungs. Oh
It's
dear.
bad for a lot of lungs, dust. If you breathe it in, it can really damage them.
There we go. Right, so you can see we're just about got the detail done with the wing, just like so. And then we're going to put a little bit of, we're just going to shape for the eye, like so. So we're using, and that's a lot of the carving. See, I know there's different tools and different approaches, different methods, but the one we use, we're cutting away from ourselves. We're using a variety of different fingernail gouges, so different shapes and different sizes, just like so. And we can use those to create all sorts of different effects and different images into the woods. So just a little bit of detail there again, just like so. And to finish off the dragon, we can just add, we're just adding scales.
Daddy, this piece of wood feels like fake wood.
Fake wood. I think that there is a very, very soft piece of wood. Probably, for me, that feels as if possibly got water damaged when it's drying out. That sort of thing, Nico. Right, so we're just adding those scales to the front of our dragon. We've already started adding a few here. So we can go around them like so. And then all
Wait, Daddy, look at this
on the chest. Oh, we missed a comment.
Look.
Given enough time, Dad, you will be asked to carve Minecraft into a spoon someday. There we are. It all comes back to Minecraft. It does indeed.
Yeah.
But Nico gets all sorts of different ideas, don't you, Nico? You like creating. You like drawing.
Yeah.
You make.
That's why I like Minecraft a lot. You can create a lot of things.
That's right. And what are you doing at the moment with your? Well, you haven't done one recently, but you and your cousin have been doing. You've been making videos, haven't you? You've been doing animations.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic.
Yeah. Well, it's not a real video, but it's like animations.
That's right.
Pitch.
And we share with everyone. You entered your your School's Got Talent, didn't you, last week?
Yeah.
And you and your brother did a fantastic performance. So it was great to see them involved in that. Hello, sir.
Daddy, did you know the creator of the animation has a YouTube channel?
Yeah.
And she tells, I think it's a she, but I'm not too sure.
Can I ask you a question, Nico?
Yeah.
When you're older, do you reckon you'd be interested in doing any wood carving, or you're not interested? I know you do a little bit now, but do you reckon you'd be interested in carving like Daddy and Gramps, or no?
Yes.
Sure.
Sure.
You don't have to say yes. Do you think so, or is it something you think, no, not sure?
Yes.
What sort of things do you think you'd like to carve? You can carve anything, Nico.
I would look at what the fans might like first before I choose.
You're a people pleaser, aren't you, Nico?
Yeah.
See what? Careful with that. That's one of that's a love spoon that Gramps made many years ago. What's on that love spoon, Nico?
A heart and like that big cross in Care.
What style of cross is that? What do we call it?
Is it a Celtic?
It's a Celtic cross. We're back to the Celts, eh? There we are. The nice thing, see, Nico, with carving is anything you're interested in carving, you can include that in what you do. Hello to Hoshi. Hope all is well. And to everybody, a very happy Independence Day if you're in the US, the 4th of July. Yeah, hope you're enjoying it. On that subject,
the carver in the US?
He is indeed. And he's on his holidays in the US. Now, for anybody who might have missed it as well, we did a 4th of July special upload last week. What did Daddy make for the 4th of July,
A
Nico?
US flag with a eagle.
That's right. And you helped me choose all the music, didn't you, Nico?
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
So Nico helped me with that, putting that video together.
Daddy.
Hello, sir.
Daddy, isn't an eagle like very popular?
Well, I do believe, Nico, it's a national emblem. I am right in thinking, correct me if I'm wrong on the live stream, but it's the bald eagle, I think. And that's a national emblem that they use in the US. So like we use the dragon and like we use the daffodil, one of their emblems is the eagle. And so we basically had a little project where we thought, oh, we can make the eagle. And halfway through making the eagle, I thought, I need a background to put it on.
It smells very strong.
Oh yeah, don't play with that. There we are. That's Nico. You're going into product placement now. That's the Starbond super glue accelerant and the super glue. So he's trying to keep the sponsors happy. Not that we're sponsored by them, but they do. They have in the past sent us the Starbond super glue to use. They've sent it to us and does a good job. We use it with the scroll sawing. It's great for being creative.
It looks like a good type of super glue.
There we are, Nico. They'll have you on a channel doing advertising soon. Right.
It's a good type of super glue.
Well,
Because I would say this is good.
yeah, they'll definitely have you advertising things, Nico. Well, do you know what I like, Nico?
Yeah, it's very good if it's sticky enough to.
Well, if we're talking about the super glue, what do I use it for? There we are. Well, I use it for our scroll saw project, but I use it then for getting creative. So let's say you want another colour in what you do.
you can use it.
You can use the black super glue because it's a different colour.
Or you could use the white one
So-
because it can like turn the.
Well, the white one is the clear one is good if you're sticking things together. So when Daddy's making candle holders and things like
but
that.
Daddy, it's also good if you want to make a white carving.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely,
Even though
Nico.
you could use the paper.
Yeah. But then if I'm doing stack cutting, I also use that glue. So we use it for all sorts of different things. Have I missed any comments there, Nico?
I have to say, I used to do
Here we are.
my kids to
Oh, we got Cindy.
after school. Cindy.
And now one of my sons is in the same business. Fantastic. I could see Nico and Sammy making the spoons and doing the presentations. I think Nico would be really good at explaining to everybody all about the tradition. And I think Nico is very creative. So he'd be good with all the designing. And then in time, he'd be learning how to do the carving then on top of it. So I could see Nico being able to do, he'd be able to do it all.
There's a new comment.
This is very good. Yeah, absolutely. Carol was glad to hear that. Nico is getting highlights off the glue. Yeah, that's it. He'd be doing well, thank you. All good. Fantastic. Right, Nico, how is our dragon looking? What do you reckon? We got all the scales, we got all the detail on there. I think that one is ready for shellacking. What do you think, Nico? You happy with the dragon?
Yeah.
You happy with him?
Yeah.
There we are. So,
Daddy,
yeah.
Daddy, after there's a comment that
Says it's very cool, no?
yeah, and also another comment that says glad at me. Wait, that
Did I miss
looks
one?
like glad.
Bald
glad
eagle. We were right,
glad.
Nico. It is a bald eagle. There you go. So
And then me when I see the word glad.
there we are.
Glad, glove, I think about.
Ah, yeah. You like your cousin likes that one, doesn't he?
Yeah, and I like it now.
Right. So Nico, what we do? We're going on to the Celtic symbol now, and as we said, the first thing you start as the same we did with the dragon. You start off doing those stop
Daddy,
cuts.
I'm not too sure, but the what's it called again?
The carver
No, the American flag, doesn't it have 50 stars?
you are spot on, Nico.
Because I've seen lots of people draw the American flag, and they're like, because it's country.
Do they call it the Star Spangled Banner? Is that right? Again, we're asking everyone. Are we correct on that one? The dragon looks amazing. Thank you. Oh, thanks for that. Yeah, it's a carving we do regularly, and it's one that is probably the most popular carving that we do.
Daddy, I'm
So-
gonna have a little seat, okay?
Okie dokie. So yeah, as you said, Nico, 50 stars on the American flag. And do you know why, Nico?
Because there are 50 states.
There are 50 states in the United States of America. So there's a star for each and every one.
Daddy,
Well done,
in
Nico.
country
Nico, where have you learnt all of this?
on YouTube, because some people
There you go.
can't fit in 50 stars, so they just do a drawing of 50, and then they put 1 star.
Do they put times 50?
Yeah.
There we are. But there we are. Well done, Nico.
And then
50 stars. But how many stripes? A good question. I know this one because I made it. Do you know how many stripes there are? Nico, go and have a quick look. Go and count them. Go and have a quick look. Daddy's hoping that he's got it right.
the white stripes, or is red and
Well,
white.
count them. How many red ones?
Stripes, the red and white.
Yeah. How many red ones are there? And how many white ones are there, Nico?
1, 2, 3,
He's busy counting away.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
He's He's up to 10.
I can't see the rest.
Keep
11,
keep going.
12,
Keep going.
13,
There we are.
13 stripes.
Have you counted them all?
Well, all I could see.
And what does it represent?
The stars.
The stripes.
The stripes. They used to represent. I think. I'm not
Well, I
sure
may
if
get
they
this. I may get this.
still I'm not sure if they still represent this.
Yeah, they.
This.
What do you think they represent, Nico?
Well, they used to represent how many states in the country, but I'm not sure if
Are they
they
the
still
original
do that.
13 states? There we are. So we're asking everyone. You're putting us to the test here today with this one. So
Because on YouTube they
are they the
said
original?
America's
Is it the state of
flag was-
union? The original 13 states that made up.
The stripes represent the original 13.
Yeah, yeah.
And the stars represent all.
All 50 states. But yeah, we're being put to the test. The 13 original colonies. There you go. The 13 original ones. We were right, Nico. The 13 original members that made up.
Good thing we have the carver from America.
Because he can make sure that we get it right, isn't it?
Yeah, because
Fantastic.
He
knows.
knows a lot about America probably because it is his own country.
That's right. Yeah, fantastic, Nico.
I've seen
But
this weird thing about
This
the
is one of your
Russian
favourite
bins.
subjects, isn't it? Flags.
Do you know the Russians hate their bins so much they put a picture of the countries that their enemies are on the bin.
Oh dear. You know lots about flags, though, don't you, Nico?
Yeah,
What does our
Well,
what does our flag?
They put the US flag.
Oh
on
dear.
their bin.
I'm sure there'll be a British one on there as well, no?
They put the flag of the UK on those bins.
They got a Welsh flag on there.
Yes.
Oh dear, we're all on there. They got all of us on there.
They've got all the countries that are against Russia.
There we are. Look, Cindy said you got a very bright boy. Thank you very much. Sadly, few Americans can. Well, Nico, one of your favourite subjects at the moment is flags, isn't it? You're very interested in flags at the moment. And maps, that's another thing that you enjoy, isn't it, Nico?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's into...
In lots of my drawings, I kind of do Russia to
That's it.
the furthest I can do, and I normally don't fit out America. So
Well, there's another one for you to do, isn't there?
I decided, well, I haven't really fitted America in yet. So
Now, Nico,
maybe
what is...
I could do the USA.
So
As
now-
I have done a US flag, and today I've done another US map.
Well, I got a question for you. Do you know the names of any of the states in America?
Isn't there a state called New York? There's a place called...
You're right. I think there is a city and a state called New York, isn't there? Yeah. Do you know any other places?
I'm not sure of this name.
Well done, Nico. And I, of course. Nico is going to be a historian. Yeah, spot on. Colours of the German flag asking. What colours do you know that one, Nico?
Black, red, yellow.
There we are.
And I've done them in order. Black at the top, red in the middle, and yellow in the bottom.
There we are. And any other states that you know, Nico? What other states do you know?
I'm not sure about...
Do you know where the carver's from?
Well...
The carver, if I remember correctly, which I think I do, he's from West Virginia. There we are.
Okay. What part is he in of America? Is he in this... Did you know America owns a country? It's called Alaska.
Oh, that's another state. You got another one? You got Alaska. That's right.
Yeah, Alaska, which used to be Russian.
Yeah.
I believe by the Russian Empire.
There we are. Well done, Nico. Yeah, Nico's very interested in history and all sorts of different things. The flags and maps and lots of different things.
A lot of people would say I learned this in school. They have a globe in school, but they have not even taught me a bit about countries.
No?
I'm just learning them myself.
Yeah.
Most of the time, Google.
YouTube and Google. There we are. They'll definitely have you in the future, Nico, as an advertiser, with all the advertising you do, see? Without even realising. Originally from West Virginia, but now living in Virginia. Perfect, yeah, cool. But there we are. Horseshoes and well done on with the German flag. Yeah, so Nico's very interested in all these different things. Right, so how's this Celtic symbol?
Them the German flag. Show them.
Yeah. I don't think, Nico, we haven't got emojis on here is the problem, because we're on the hang on, there we are. Nico's teaching me. Nico in 2 seconds has found emojis on my computer. Well done, Nico. Guess who's going to be taking over the live stream sometime soon? There we are. Quick learner, mister.
And I know how to type on computers.
Yeah. So you can see, in between times, with Nico and his trivia, we're just getting that shape coming together and getting the depth on the carving that we want.
I put in
Right. But you got to find the emoji on there. You'll have to actually find it. Look, let me see if we can find it for you.
I can't find the flag.
There's usually a section. There's nature, food, travel. Might be in travel, Nico. See if they got all sorts of different things. Sawyer Rob lived in Alaska.
Oh, Alaska.
There we go. Is it in travel, the maps? We got Silver Granny and her grumpy gnome. Hello there, thank you for joining us. Hi, we're here in the wonderful mountains of North Carolina. Watching, fantastic. We have lots of carvings going on here. Love your channel, by the way. How old are you, Nico? They want to know how old you are, Nico.
I am 7.
You're 7, aren't you? Yeah. And he's been helping me out here. And he's very interested in all the different things all around the world and history and lots of different things. He's teaching me all sorts. Aren't you, Nico?
Yeah, I'm trying to type in.
I don't think it'll work like that. Keep looking for the flags and then go from there. So we're just getting that little bit of shape on this one here.
Rid of the word then.
Let's have a little look, Nico, see if we can find it again. Oh, yeah, so you take that out of there, and maybe it's on activities, I don't know, objects, symbols, perhaps it's on symbols. My there you go. Her grandson Lucas is also 7. You got a boy in school with you called Lucas, haven't you? In your class.
Isn't he 7?
I think Lucas would be 7 as well. He's the same age as you, isn't he? The Lucas. Yeah. So there we are. There's another Lucas in the US.
Maybe
But you got a friend in your class, isn't it? Yeah. Called Lucas and.
Same age.
Is that the recycled oak, Dave?
I'm not sure with this oak.
It seems to be cutting well.
It's carved quite nicely. It's basically, I mean, on that side of it, it's carved far better up than it has carved down. So again, we'd probably turn it on its side, and probably there is a little bit. Yeah, you can see where the grain is going, and that's why you can see. Look, it's quite dramatic there, and
turn it over just to
yeah. I would think it probably is. Yeah, so this was originally originally a tree, but it was a table. It was somebody's table. So that's where we got the wood from. So you can see we just get the levels that we want on it. And then this is always just a tricky little bit, just tidying up in the middle of there. But this is a lovely symbol for carving, and it always comes out nicely. It always looks nice as well on the Lovespoons. Always looks very effective. Now, yesterday, Nico, do you remember the man come in yesterday to the workshop? Did you see the man who came to the workshop yesterday? Because I think Gramps has just gone to show everybody something. There we go.
Yeah, I saw him.
And what did the man who came to the workshop, what did he do, Nico?
He brought in some wood.
Absolutely. He brought us in all sorts. Oh, we missed something. And, hello.
Daddy, how do you...
And the name is still so cool. Absolutely. Fantastic.
Daddy, how do you go down in the symbol?
Hey, you just scroll, see the arrow on the side here?
Yeah.
Go right, no, not that one. Keep going across. Keep here, let me show you. That one there.
Okay.
And that should, no, you've gone all the way through them. I wonder, we'll have to do, there is a world there, Nico. You could put that on. You could put that symbol on, a world symbol. So yeah, we had, Peter came yesterday from Llanelli.
Different versions of the world.
And he brought us some of this wood in. And this is, it's all, you know, it's all recycled wood.
I think that
So we can use it all.
might show America in...
One of them should.
Yeah.
The carver, yeah, the carver's son is Liam, and hopefully he's enjoying his holidays, and fully recovered as well, because he was he had a bit of a bump, proper something you don't see very often now, where kids, because well, we don't see very often here now because kids don't climb trees and things like that so much. So a few broken bones. Your brother climbs trees, I know. He's into all sorts, isn't he, your
Do you
brother?
know why?
Why is that?
He's learned that from his cousin Josh.
Ah, Josh taught
He
him.
has two cousins, Josh and...
That's right, you got two cousins, haven't you? Yeah. So what we've done, see, we're just shaping
Wait, I saw a YouTube video.
shaping all of these different things.
Food!
If you're wondering as well, all the comments, Nico's now, he's running the comments. So Nico's on the comments for our live stream. And so he's adding different ones as he's going along.
I've just spammed a bunch of food.
You've just spammed our own live stream, have you, Nico?
Oh dear.
I've just put a bunch of food.
Are you hungry?
I hope looking at these pictures of food don't make me hungry.
There we are. So yeah, this piece of wood as well, carving quite nicely. It certainly though seems to be carving better in this direction than it does in the other direction. So again, for anyone learning wood carving, that's just something that happens depending on the piece of wood, depending on the carving. Oh, Thomas the Woodcarver's yawning in the background now. We're at the end of the day here now, see? And it's been a bit of a funny day. A bit sort of hot and cold and everything in between.
Daddy, where is D here on the computer?
You'll see it on the keyboard. You see? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There we are.
Food, I just typed in food.
There we go, Nico. Right, so I think a little bit of... Let's do a little bit of sanding on there. See how that comes up. Because we're there or thereabouts with that carving. One thing we do as well, if you want to have a look at how a carving's coming together, you can put a bit of shellac on there. You just... let's have a look. hopefully you're all still there. Nico just closed down the live stream. There we are. So hopefully you're all still there. Nico just closed it down. 2 seconds. Yes, this is we got lazy. Not gonna lie. Actually, the first 3 kids, we tried the original. My son and his wife seem to like the letter L. So we have Lucas and Luna. Like, careful what you touch, mister. Nico just accidentally shut down the live stream there, so I'm not sure what he pressed, but hopefully it continued. There we are.
What?
You might have pressed the close
I
button.
pressed comment and...
Don't worry, Nico. You're doing a grand job. Do you want me to click on there for you? What you're going to be careful of is if you right-click sometimes, it brings up other options. But don't worry, you've done a fantastic job today. You've done a brilliant job showing everybody and answering the questions and stuff. And it's been great. You've been our first guest since we had Deb from Deb had Welsh roots. Apologies to Deb, I can't remember where from. I was thinking Texas area Deb was from, but she'd lived in a few places.
There's just been a comment after we got lazy.
I've read all of those ones. And Deb had actually lived in a similar place. The carver will tell me, because the carver lived there too. Our first 2 were easy because we already had the names planned, but the third was harder because my wife and me weren't at the same name. Well, now in terms of names, with our boys, we had to find names for Nico and Sammy that worked in English.
Daddy, why did he...
What does lol mean?
Lol,
What does it mean, Nico? Do you know?
I've seen lots of people say it.
Laugh out loud. So it means it's funny, see?
Laugh out loud.
So,
now I remember. I've seen people say that.
We'll see. Now let me explain to you, see, Nico. When we were looking for a name for you, so for instance, Mummy would come up with a name and it may have been something like, what do you think of Alejandro? And I'd say, well, people in English are going to find that difficult to pronounce. And if you'd have had a traditional Welsh name, if we'd have called you Llewellyn, do you think Pa would have been able to say Llewellyn?
No.
Or Griffith? Do you think Pa could have said that? No, he'd have had terrible trouble trying to pronounce some of the Welsh names. So that was why we were looking for a name. And then we said, what do you think of Nico? So what's your full name, Nico? Do you know what your full name is? Nicolas.
As in Spain, they would say Nicolas.
Nicolas, that's it. And that's how because it's spelt the Spanish way. Nicolas. Because here they put a H in it, I think.
Spanish, Nicolas. As in Nicholas, it's the same, just in the Spanish accents, it sounds different.
That's right, it sounds a bit different, doesn't it?
Yeah. And everything, mostly, that isn't everything in Spanish spelled like it's like...
Well, it's more what they call phonetic. So as you say it, Nico, what that means is as you say it is generally how you spell it.
Yeah, so...
That's easier, isn't it? Because in English, we have all of these funny words. We have 3 different versions of there, and there. So it's a lot easier in Spanish because as you say it, is generally how you spell it. A lot more sensible, isn't it, Nico?
Yeah.
As English, you've got those silent P's, pneumatic and pneumonia and things like that.
Silent E's.
All sorts, isn't it, Nico?
Yeah.
But as we were explaining last week, Nico, wasn't it? You were in the final of Sageston's Got Talent.
Yeah. I'm now going to be going back to looking at the comments.
Okie dokie. Nico's coming back to check the comments that he hasn't missed any.
Daddy, there's a bunch of new comments.
Is there new comments we've missed?
Yeah, a lot.
There we are. So Luna's middle name is, would that be Jolyn? A mashup of the grandmother's first
Wait,
names.
can I see?
Ours are, we took Italian and American names to reply. to represent my wife and my nationality. Fantastic. Oh,
Daddy,
yeah.
can I advertise this again?
Nico wants to do some advertising again. Here we go.
I'm
Go on then.
advertising the same thing because it looks very useful.
There we are. He's got the Starbond accelerant back out to advertise. There we go. Pop it back.
Can I? And it's me.
There we go.
The
And there's,
Starbond.
and there's Nico just by the side of the carving. Now, Nico, do you want to tell everybody what was your talent? What did you do as your talent?
Singing in 3 languages.
3?
No, 4 languages.
4 languages you did, Nico?
And also,
You did a bit of magic too, didn't you?
yeah.
Yeah. Very good. And one of the tricks, there was a magician performing, wasn't there? Your friend Zach and William.
Yeah, he taught me about the magic trick.
And the magic trick,
Disappear
we hadn't practiced. That's right, we hadn't practiced the magic trick. You learnt that, didn't you, Nico?
I just learned that.
He learnt
from
it backstage.
the magician.
And then
From the magician.
and in front of the full audience, Nico decided that he'd share it with them all. So you can see what we're doing now is we're just beveling around the edges. And I can see all the time, we don't get as clean a cut when we're carving in the one direction as when we carve the other way. It's carving a lot more cleanly. And that's what we want, is a nice, clean,
Ooh, I love.
smooth finish.
It's a star. Star.
It's Starbond. And that,
Star.
do you know where they send that from? Do you know where they send that from, Nico? Starbond superglue.
Where?
It's sent from California, which is another one of the states in the USA.
Daddy, what's the name of
You've got your country cousins coming out from
Here we go.
Philly.
Here we go.
Wait, is that
Anybody know where Caerphilly is?
There we go. We'll ask everyone live soon. Yeah, do you know where Caerphilly is?
And what is Caerphilly famous for?
There we go. So Thomas the Woodcarver's asking everyone whereabouts Caerphilly is and what it is famous for. It's famous for many things, isn't it?
It's difficult to spell.
Some good, some not so.
It's spelled C-A-E-R. I got that bit right, haven't I? P-H-I-L-L-Y.
Oh look, you've upset now the Welsh nationalists.
In Welsh,
You spelled the
it's
English way.
C-A-E-R-F-I-L-I. There we are.
Daddy? Why spelling it the English way upsets the Welsh nationalists?
Well, because they'd say to Gramps you should be using the Welsh version. See, there we go. So what we're doing?
Let's hope the Welsh nationalists don't see this and then go to you and say to Grant.
There we are. So we're just going to finish off with the heart.
Why do I have to see the towels the colour of Ronald McDonald's clothes?
There we are. So we're just going to finish off now, working on the heart, where we're just going to shape it round. And then we'll ask you, what do you think, Nico?
Daddy, there's a lot of views, look.
Is there more views on there, is it, Nico?
Yeah, 69.
Here we are. You're looking at the viewer counts.
Yeah.
Famous for cheese, and they have a castle.
There we are.
That's coming from West Virginia.
There we are.
From the, well,
Who's from West?
yeah, and there's another one.
And
The
Switzerland.
comedian Tommy Cooper. Spot on.
Switzerland's also famous
Somebody said
for
that.
cheese.
Media.
Yeah, Rebecca just said.
Switzerland's also famous for cheese. I was playing a game and I choose to play Switzerland. And,
Yeah, if you haven't ever seen Tommy Cooper, there's well worth a little look. A famous comedic magician. If you've never seen it, check out Tommy Cooper on YouTube. Absolutely hilarious. There we are. So we're just going to finish off this bit here.
Oh, you are. My first name, Lynn,
Yeah,
in Welsh means lake.
yeah.
So I understand from my mother.
Ah, so a Welsh connection.
Lyne. Lynn.
There we go. Right, so we're well on with this one. And we're just tidying up. Oops.
Here.
Brilliant. Thank you, Nico. Top man, keeping everything
Put this back on the camera.
he's keeping everything running smoothly.
Can I put this
Are you
back?
sure you're not being paid by Starbond, Nico? No? Sure?
I just like the look of this glue.
There we go. That's the fourth promotion he's given them today.
Can I do another?
I'll have to renegotiate terms for you, Nico, with Starbond. Right, so we're just going around the outside. Like so.
I love the look of that glue.
And there we go, mister. I'm sure they would have appreciated you sharing it with everybody several times over.
I hope this gets shown to the world.
Right, there we are. So, that is the progress that we've made. I think we're going to leave it there for today.
Shellac on the dragon, just to...
Yeah, we could too. What do you think, Nico? Come around the other side by the camera and have a little look and tell me what you think. Are we making good progress on that?
Okay.
Okay, doke.
The other side.
Tell me what you think. Have a little look. Come and stand by here. Stand by there. What do you think? Is it looking alright?
Yeah.
Are you happy?
Yeah.
We got a bit of work left to do on it. We got the rose and we got the daffodil. A little bit of tidying up as well. We got to do the twist on the stem. But all in all,
I missed the glove.
I reckon we'll have to finish off. What do you reckon, Nico? Oh well, Gramps is going to come with.
Starbond glue.
Well, Gramps is going to come with the shellac. So we put a little bit of shellac on it, and then after that, perhaps you can finish off, Nico, with your magic trick.
I missed.
What do you reckon?
Oh, I can.
I just put a bit of shellac. But what we do, we put a bit of shellac so everyone can see what we've carved, and then
I am going to make my thumb disappear.
there we go. Right, I'll put the camera on you properly. You can do it properly in a minute.
Do it prop. Now I'll make it come back.
There we go. I'll put the camera though, Nico. When I've shellacked this, I'll set it up properly for you, and you can show everyone your trick. Right, so that's the dragon.
I'll now make my thumb disappear.
There we are. Nico's now doing magic demonstrations. And then a little bit of shellac on that one there, like so. There we are. And so we're making progress. That's the bulk of the work done on that one. We got that rose, we got that daffodil, and the twist on the stems. Right. Can you play an instrument? Can you play a musical instrument in Minecraft? The carver wants to know, Nico. Okay, and we put it onto.
Yes, there's the goat horn.
You can play the goat horn, can you?
Yeah, there's lots of different versions. One's the one called Seek, and
So-
I think you probably know because I've just said the start of the name, Pillager.
Right, so to finish
they
off
used
today's-
this one for the raids because it was
to finish
mainly
off-
called Hide and Seek because, and then it sounds like.
So to finish off today's live stream, do your magic trick. Show everybody how you make your thumb disappear.
Now,
Right, so
I
there's
will
your
make
thumb.
my thumb disappear.
We're going to make it reappear. And it's back again. There we are. So on that thumbs up, we shall wish you all a very good week. Hope you enjoy the rest of the 4th of July, Independence Day. Hope you've enjoyed the live stream. He don't want me to turn it off until he's seen himself doing the trick. There we are. That's how you've done the magic trick, mister. Well done. Great to have you with us. Hope you've all enjoyed.
I'm gonna comment.
Okay, Nico's going to write a comment, and then when you've done that, you click on the big red one there. There we are. So yeah, thank you for joining us, and hope you all have a good week, and hope you enjoyed Nico's magic tricks, his comments on the live streams. Hope the demonstration as well was interesting, and there we are. And we'll be back next week with something different. Thank you as well, though, to Nico, and thanks for all the comments. Hope you all have a great week. There we are. Have you finished?
Bye.
Well done. Thank you all. We will see you all soon.
And